I'm ready. I'm about 100% ready to go. They're just doing a good job of limiting some things I can do, but it's really just getting out there, getting everything back, getting comfortable, my feet back under me, and enjoying being out there with my teammate.
Coach Keeney was telling us, that you threw better in the boot, or you were telling him you threw better in the boot because you were used to it.
It was just something that my feet were getting a little too happy, and I wasn't being balanced, so the boot was helping me stay balanced. So it got me a little comfortable keeping my feet in the ground, being still, being in balance. So it was good. It kind of helped me in a way. So.
What do you think you've improved upon most, say, from maybe last year?
I'm definitely in the film room, just knowing the game, the knowledge of the game. I'm comfortable with every aspect of the offense and the playbook, so it's just my reads and my defenses, and I've gotten a lot better with that.
How much does that translate onto the field?
Every bit of it goes onto the field. You get into the film room, you learn something. It just depends on how well you can go out there and develop it on the field, and I think I've done a good job of taking stuff from the film room to the field.
Les said that, we know you and Tyler are pretty close, but Les said it's to the point that he calls you brothers and you go get on each other about stuff, and, it's a pretty good relationship considering you're kind of competing for playing time.
Yeah, we don't think about the playing time. I said something the other day about being the backup quarterback, and he said, "You're not the backup quarterback, you're the other quarterback." And so, we're brothers, and it goes beyond the field. So when we get on the field, we're going to push each other to be great. And if he messes up, he's going to let me. I'm going to let him know, and vice versa. So it's just about pushing each other, trying to get better.
I know they've had packages they're going to put you in for. Do you feel like that the coaches have even more trust though, and you throwing the ball in key situations?
Oh yeah, definitely. But like I said, I think that comes from the film room and knowing the knowledge of the game. At this position, you have to know what you're doing, and me being more comfortable with that, I think that's going to help me getting on the field more and getting more playing time.
During team drills, you're probably with the younger receivers a little bit more than Tyler is. How is that process going? Are you trying to bring them along and the true freshmen up to speed?
Oh yeah, most definitely. We want to get time and develop for the later years, but it starts now. It starts on every route. We got to have the time. We got to know what I'm thinking, they're thinking, and what the defense is doing. So that's all developing now for the later.
What have you seen from those guys?
A lot of athleticism, a lot of size and speed. They're really good. It's just going to be, like I said, getting comfortable with each other, knowing what each other's thinking and having that connection. But athleticism and all of that, that's natural. They're all great.
What has Tyler kind of meant to your growth?
He's meant a lot. And like I said, from the film room, he's taught me a lot. He goes out there, he pushes me on the field, and he's just like a big brother on the field and off the field. So he's meant a lot to me.
What have you picked up most from him?
Really just the swagger of a quarterback. I'd say how to carry yourself as a quarterback on and off the field, how to lead, and just to be a big-time quarterback.